Hello, my turtles, and welcome back to another video with me, Foxfoot Crafts. We're going to go ahead and jump right in to our video. As usual, I am going to use my tablet to sketch out the line work. This piece is another part of the art trade that I am doing with my art buddy Holo. So I'm just going through, sketching out, and then we will continue with the traditional part. For this art trade, it is featuring their cute little Beetle OC. I've been referring to her as a little love bug. I am a big fan, so I will gush more about that later in the video. So as usual, I have taken the digital sketch and printed it off onto just regular paper, and then I will use my light board to go ahead and draw it onto my Bristol board paper. The reason that I use this technique, I find that Bristol board paper is kind of pricey, and it deserves to be so. It's a really nice quality of paper. It's thick, it's got a nice smooth texture to it, it absorbs ink really well, but it does not erase. And I don't know if it's my erasers or my pencils that I use, but it does not erase in the way that I like. And so I don't like to see the pencil lines on my pieces. So by doing the sketch and then putting it onto the Bristol board using the light board, I can make sure that it is the way I want it to look without ruining the Bristol board. For this piece, I am going through using the light board and gonna color the entire piece before I do the line art. This just kind of seems to be something that I'm trying out right now. I know for my last piece, I did it specifically because I know that really bright colors, like especially yellows, tend to pick up the ink from the liner pins and cause it to smudge. But I don't think that this purple would have made the line pin smudge, but you know what? It's totally okay. If it's my jam that I'm going through right now with my art stuff, then I'm just gonna write it out and stick with it. with this character. I absolutely love her. I am a big fan of bugs. I think bugs are just super cool, especially beetles. And so to get to draw such a cute little Beetle OC, I'm over the moon. Again, this is my art buddy who has just some of the best character designs. They constantly come up with just really unique or really just wickedly cool or adorably cute characters. Like, none of their characters are characters that you look at and you're just like, it's okay. No, like every single character that they make is just top tier, wonderful, just love, absolute love. And so the fact that I get to draw their cute characters for another awesome artist, just very exciting. Now, because this is an art trade with the very, very talented Holo, um, and I know I mentioned this in their other video, that they just have great color palettes and just really awesome. Whenever you see their art, it's very vivid. And so I wanted to push myself a little bit on this piece as well. So while I'm going through, I am pushing myself to use some different pens that I don't normally get to use, or some colors that I normally would kind of steer away from, and try to figure out, like what parts to put those colors on. And ultimately, I think it turns out really well. So, like my highlighter yellow and orange on top of the green, like my brain tells me that that's not gonna look good. but when I go through and I start doing it, it looks great. And so I guess in that sense, I just need to channel. I mean, like I said, Holo, when they color, it always looks so good, and their color palettes are just phenomenal. And so maybe that's it. I just need to channel my inner Holo and be like, okay, well, let's try these colors because these colors are fun. Um, yeah. So when you're watching and you're like, you know what, Fox, you normally do not use a lot of bright highlighter colors, and you did in these pieces. That's why. Because Holo uses bright colors and amazing color palettes. So I'm reaching out of my comfort zone and seeing how those colors do blend together and look really good together. So I'm probably late to the game on that, but that's okay. You know, I'm glad to be here. Now, I know that there are some artists, they will use a brush pen, and while they're using it, they will have wonderful line thickness that'll change up. I am not quite there yet. I have not mastered that skill, so I do have to make a line and then go back over it and then go back over it again to give it a little bit more weight where I want it. But shout out to those artists who, when they use a brush pen, they know where to apply the pressure and how to get that look in one swoop. I am definitely jealous of y'all and your skills. And what would any piece for Holo be if I did not break out the neon colors and the neon gel pens? Um, like I said, their art is so vibrant that every time I see neon colors, I immediately think of them. So, uh, doing these art trades allows me to use my neon gel pens. I decided to give this little love bug a little butterfly net. I think this little cutie's partner is a little moth, maybe if I recall correctly. So butterfly moth, they could both be caught in a little net. But decided to give them a little bug catcher's net, catching that love. And we will go ahead and scan it in to show the final results. As you can see, the scanner definitely makes those colors pop way more than my camera does. I did add a little washi tape border to this piece. It felt like it needed something a little extra. And on top of that, it allows me to use some of my washi tape stash that I have. As always, I'm Foxfoot Crafts across all other social media platforms. Give me a follow, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye!